dilemma and to introduce and explain the true Myanmar perspective, I would like to introduce Umar Mien. He was a retired Brigadier General, a Union Minister, a former Deputy Union Minister as well, and as well as a former MP. Thank you for coming to the show, sir. Now, SAC, State Administration Council, the current government, the Western call is the military government. So what is the legitimacy they claim is unconstitutional? What is your view on that?
So first and foremost, so I would like to short brief about our Myanmar history.
Yes.
So maybe 1,000 years ago, we Myanmar kings ruled our country very peacefully. But unfortunately, we were invaded by within 3 times we are under British colony,
Yes.
taking almost 100 years. Again, we got the independence from British in 1948, and then we had practiced parliament democracy systems from 1948 to 1962.
Yes.
But we fixed on the brinks to split our country, so General New Winds coup the country's
Is
state
coup?
power. Coup.
It's a coup.
Coup. So therefore, 1947 constitutions are already without.
Yes.
Again, General New Wind rule as a revolutionary council and also one-party socialist systems until 1988. With the collapse of the economy, there were a lot of uprisings all over the countries during 1988, and then it's a change from the protest to the anarchism.
Yes.
Therefore, State Law and Order Restoration Council, led by Senior General Somount, coup again. Senior General Somount ruled the country 4 years, and also the State Law and Order Restoration Council changed the name State Peace and Development Council, SPDC.
Yes.
SPDC rules our countries until 92 to 2010. So during that time, there was no constitution in Myanmar because of 1947 constitutions and 1974 constitutions are already waived out. So under the pressures of the United States and also some Western countries, so SPDC government tried their best to draw the new constitutions. So taking almost 6-7 years, so they finished the constitutions and also they successfully held the referendum during 2008 May. 92.48% of the eligible voter who supported to the constitution. Therefore, I wish to see this constitution is 92.48% of the eligible voters supported to them it. Yeah. Anyhow, so SPDC government subsequently tried to hold the elections in line with the new constitution. 2010, November 8, one of the elections are successfully held, and USDP, Union Solidarity and Development Party, is a landslide won. So USDP party formed the government, and also the State Peace and Development Councils handed over the state sovereignty or state power to the newly elected government led by President U Thein Sein. Very smoothly, no bloodshed.
Yeah.
So from the dictator to democratic state, changing system is also a very important one.
Yes.
But so we can change from the dictator to the democratic state very smoothly and no bloodshed within 1 year. So President U Thein Sein ruled, so the countries are taking 5 years, and 2015, November 8. So second times of the elections that successfully held. NLD party member of parliament successfully won. They say landslide won. So no doubt and no hesitate for the Mr. President U Thein Sein to hand it over the state power to the newly appointed President U Tin Chaw.
So it was a truly peaceful transition.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So President U Thein Sein handed over the state power to President U Tin Chaw, and then President U Tin Chaw so changed as a President U Win Myint. So during 2020, so they successfully held third round of elections with the interference of the government to the elections, and then exploitations of the using rules and regulations of the COVID-19 also. So Tamil is a very sound institution.
Yes.
They have a lot of expertise.
Yes.
They can check using their computer expert, and also within short times, Tamil also using their Miauri media to point it out the election fraud, township by township, district by district, and then region by region. But NLD government, NLD party, and also UEC, they totally neglect, ignores. Therefore, MP from the army and also MP from the USDP, including me, so we call to the patrons of the parliament to call emergency parliament during January 2021, but they totally reject again. So finally, they had arranged to start the newly parliament. So on 1st February 2021.
Yes.
So therefore, army prepared very well, and also according to this constitution, army handed over the state power from temporary president U Myint Sway.
Yes,
So I wish to read out the Constitution's 417, Article 417.
Yes.
So Article 417 mentioned that if there arise or if there is sufficient reasons for a state of emergency to arise that may disintegrate the union or disintegrate national solidarity, or that may cause the loss of sovereignty due to acts or attempts to take over the sovereignty of the union by insurgencies, violence, and wrongful possible means, the president may, after coordinating with the National Defense and Security Council, promulgate an ordinance and declare a state of emergency. During that time, army arrested to the president, former president, so U Win Myint, for his corruptions and also his violation for the rules and regulations of the UEC.
Therefore, Union Election Commission.
Yes, Union Election Commission.
Yes.
Therefore, Mr. Myint Sway, U Myint Sway, had served as a temporary president. Therefore, temporary president U Myint Sway handed over the state power to Senior General May Aung Hlaing. According to the Article 418.
Under the Constitution.
Yeah. So I wish to read out the Article 418A also, sir. In the matters concerning the declarations of the state of emergency, according to Section 417, the President shall declare the transferring of legislative, executive, and judicial powers of the Union to the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Services to enable him to carry out necessary measures to speedily restore its original situations in the Union. Therefore, I wish to say one point very strongly is that present government, state administrative council, SAC government occurs through this
Constitution.
So Constitution 417 and 418A. So we learned that there are two types of the government all over the world.
Yes.
First one is de jure. Second one is de facto.
Yes.
De facto means junta or dictators. De jure means it should be true passing along the constitutions. Right now, SSC government led by Senior General Mayor occurs through the Constitution 417 and 418A. Therefore, I wish to firmly say that SSC government is a de jure government. So he had also the legitimate government.
Sorry to interrupt. If this, we can prove that with our constitution, in English of course, to UN, why the UN doesn't recognize SAC ambassador at the UN General Assembly?
So, it's at their side.
Yes,
so
yes,
anyhow, so maybe
it's politics.
So it's a politics.
Yeah.
So anyhow, so our SSC government has so it's the dual government and also the legitimate government also.
Yes, for sure.
So when we land, so SSC, there are 19 members of the SSC. 19 members, including Senior General May Online and Vice Senior General Sovin also.
Yes.
Among them, 9 members are from Army. They are still in service in Army. 9 members are Army. But the rest, the remaining 10 members are from the civilian side.
Oh, I see.
Therefore, we cannot say SAC as a dictator or junta because of it mixed with military and civilian personnel.
Yes.
It's a SAC only.
Yeah.
And then another point of view, we can see to the cabinet.
Yes.
There are about 30 cabinet members, 30,
30 years
who are Army in service.
in service.
17 are ex-Army, but 9 are only civilian.
Civilians.
Therefore, cabinet also mixed with civilian and Army.
Yes.
So we can land chief ministers. There are 15 chief ministers, including the Nepido Council. Among them, 5 are ex-Army, 10 are civilian.
Oh, 10.
10 are civilian.
2 times.
Yeah. Therefore, internationally recognized SAC as a de jure government,
Yes.
not the de facto, nor the dictators, nor the military government.
Yes.
So Mr. Thailand told me that why not the United Nations recognized to our PRs,
Yeah.
if they politicize to these issues. So maybe, I don't know, so about their intentions. That everything, if they politicized, there will be wrong for Myanmar and wrong for their history also.
Nice. Okay. So nowadays, the Indonesian president, who is currently the head of the G20, and according to the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the Russian president, Mr. Putin, he should not be invited, according to the UK and the West. But the president of Indonesia, he said no, it's G20. He should be invited, no matter our political differences or whatever, because the member state should be invited. The next year, now the current ASEAN head is from Cambodia. Next year will be from Indonesia. So hoping that next year, the president will invite ASEAN head, which means that, but last year, the ASEAN didn't invite our head of the SAC for showing so many reasons. So what is your expectation for, let's say, next year?
Yeah.